do you believe that one of your purposes is to spread Christianity to others, to help them live an advantageous lifestyle, to be able to fight through whatever hardships they might be dealing with?
Well, Christianity in itself is kind of leans more to a religious kind of
sector or perspective. Yeah.
Mine is, that's not what I promote. I just promote the love of God, the love of Jesus Christ, who died for everyone, and there must be a reason why he did that, and it's to save and all. Now, people hear that message and they're like, yeah, we've heard that before, but it goes a lot deeper than that. A lot deeper than that. When people begin to really understand why he did something that he didn't have to do, but he did. And that's what I feel my mission in life is. Now, it's up to the person. It's always going to be left up to the person. Do you believe it or not? If you don't, well, at least you were able to hear what I had to say, because that's what happened to me. I was with my brother-in-law, and he asked me, and I knew it was going to be a talk about the Lord.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to do that.
Why didn't you want to do that?
Because I felt, listen, he's put me down enough times.
Yeah.
My family was perfect. My dad continued to love my mom, that when he died 8 years ago, and we got his wallet, he still had my mom's picture in his wallet. My mom married my tito, and that's why I have stepbrothers, but we're so close, we're like one entire family. That happened, and then the diabetes, and then the fire, and then all of these things. But somehow, I didn't wanna talk about him. And then I had a hit song. So I was like, listen, see, I didn't need you. Look, I have a hit song. Stay away. But then Tita Angeli wanted me to go to this talk and all. So I was arguing with her at home, telling her, I know what this talk's gonna be about. Okay, I don't want this. I wanna go home and create music, not realizing that's part of my struggle. I was trying to create better music as compared to what people were hearing, so that the career could be sustained and it can elevate. And there I was with my brother-in-law in a little den, and he was talking to me in ways that I never saw him. And he was human. He was not as hard as he used to be. He was always masungit. This time he was talking to me, and he asked me, do you know who Jesus Christ is? Oh, when I heard that question, Will, it was like, I knew it. This is gonna be about this. So on the inside, I was struggling because I wanted to go home. But on the outside, it was Gary V. Oh yeah, I know him, bro. I mean, he's the Son of God, and he died, and he's the Son of Mary, and all of these things that I knew up here, but I never experienced in here. So then he asked me one question that stopped me in my tracks, and that was, okay, so Gary, if you died now, where do you think you'd go? And that was it. I could have exploded to tell him, bro, I know where you're going with this. So I told my brother-in-law, I said, I'm not ready for this. How about next week? I'll tell my secretary to call you. And I can't forget his look. He was just smiling like this. But my secretary, why don't I just call him myself? He's my brother-in-law. But I just didn't want to get into that talk. And he goes, sure, but what if on your way home something happens from Makati to Pasig, and bang? And then I found myself deeply into what we were talking about, until I said a simple prayer, and I just asked the Lord to come into my life. And when I said amen, I was smiling, which I didn't have when I started talking to him. And I said, Vic, what's going on? I don't understand what's going on. There's just this feeling of peace in me. And he leaned forward and he goes, that's the Jesus you thought you knew. And that was the life-changing moment for me. My career was never the same again after that.
Do you ever think about your legacy and what you want to leave behind?
There's a lot of things I'd like to leave behind, but...
If you liked what you saw and you want to listen to the full episode, then download Spotify and follow us at SuperHuman with Will Dasovich. It's completely free, it's linked below and easy to use.